Saki mbwembwe na kwele mchele kwa kuku kumwaga. Sako na wapenda yatusema nitasikia.
Hi, my name is Trey Ellis. I live in Westport, Connecticut, in the United States, just about an hour outside of New York City. I'm a storyteller and excited to be a storyteller. I've been telling stories my whole life and professionally since I was about 20, so that's a long time ago. And I'm also a professor of filmmaking, storytelling at Columbia University. So I'm just excited to share with you just a little bit about what I do and how I came to do it. As a child, I just loved telling stories. I didn't want to have a regular job. I wanted to make people laugh and cry and feel something from some of the stories that I would tell. So that started very early on. And then I figured out, how could I maybe make a living doing that? So I studied English and creative writing in college. Right after in college, I started writing a novel. I lived overseas for a little bit and finished that first novel and sent it out and rewrote it and sent it out to agents, and was really lucky that my first novel was published when I was just out of college. But I've always been restless about storytelling and wanting to tell different kinds of stories in all different genres and not being pigeonholed in one type of medium. So I also love movies and television, so I moved down to writing movies and television. And then for years I was writing movies and television in Hollywood. And I got a little restless doing that as well. So I'd bounce back and forth and write another novel, and then write a piece of creative nonfiction, which is where you bring the same kind of spirit of the novel writing, the same kind of creativity to a nonfiction story. And then about 10 years ago, I moved to New York City from California, and I started this new chapter of my life teaching at Columbia University in the Graduate School of Film.
A big part of what I love about teaching here at Columbia is that we're not trying to shoehorn a student into a particular type of film. What we're trying to do is say, what is the story you want to tell, and give you the tools to tell those stories. So if they're going to...
So it was a good chance for me to give something of myself, and something that some of the sort of ideas and sort of tips that I've learned over the years of my own storytelling to young storytellers. What I tell people when they ask me about how I got here is that, my father, my mother wasn't alive. She died when I was 16. But after that, my dad was pretty nervous about what kind of job I would have in my life. He wanted to make sure that that I was set up to have some kind of job that was obviously well paying and secure, like most parents. But I knew that I had to take a chance on being an artist, the life of an artist. And I thought, if I have to make a living, I could figure out ways to make a living with my college degree, even if they weren't my passion and the things that I love. But my passion project was writing, so I thought, let me take a chance on myself at least, and to see how it worked. And I was lucky that it worked out. But that said, even sometimes now, there are some jobs that I will take because I love them, and some because I like them, but they will also pay me some money. So certainly I have real world issues that come with the life of being an artist. And real life sacrifices, because I understand also by becoming an artist that my income is going to be erratic. My success is not guaranteed. You can spend 10 years of your life working on a book and maybe no one will publish it. You can work forever on a film and maybe no one will see it. But the main thing for me is expression. So there's just things inside me that I have to get at. So I think if you're the kind of person that there are ideas, there are stories inside you that really just have to get out, you have to let them out. What I tell my own children of various ages is that you really want to, I think it's important that you would do what you're doing in your life for free, if you had to. That's especially true, of course, in the arts, but I think it's, even if you're working in a business, I'd like to think that you love your work so much, you love what you're doing, that it fulfills you in ways beyond the paycheck. So now when I look at new work and the people come to me with ideas that I might partner with them, I think to myself, is this something that I would like to do for free? Does this seem fun and interesting to me? And mainly, do I feel that I could learn from this experience? Will it add to who I am as a writer and as a person so that I can move forward in my life?
Nipaga moyo nikianza kulia chozi nafutia.